Hello, my friends. So I got this Jeep Liberty, and I really like it a lot, right? And there was one thing that was always kind of nagging me about the Jeep Liberty, or Jeep products in general, altogether. Let's face it, Jeep has a reputation of having crappy vehicles. They're not reliable. They suck. Well, they don't suck, but they're not reliable, supposedly. I don't know. I've had, this is my fourth Jeep, and the first Cherokee was an OG straight six Cherokee, and then I didn't have any problems with that, except for the only thing I had wrong with that vehicle was the coolant overflow container. It cracked, a little plastic thing. Replaced that, it was good to go. I didn't have it all that long, maybe a couple years, maybe, but it run really strong. Never had a problem. It had some, actually I think it had low miles when I got it as well. It wasn't new by any means. I had maybe 87,000 miles, and then I got a Compass, and that one had a little bit of when I got it, it had maybe 120,000 miles on it. And I had issues with it. I had it for about 3 years and started having issues with it. And it was too expensive to fix. It was like the front U-joints or something weird. Something with the joints, and then the gas tank was not, it needed to be replaced. I think that was it, but it came out to like $4,000, and I was like, forget it, never mind, I'll pass. And I got a new Patriot. Yeah, and I had that for about 3 years, but it was brand new, so I never had any problems with that one. And they got this. I keep thinking, I like it, but do I want to go across the country in it? Do I want to tackle the Himalayas and the Rocky Mountains and all that kind of stuff? Do I want to go through the desert, through the swamps? I don't know. I was a little nervous, even though this one has very low miles on it. It only has, I got it at 64,000. I think I'm about ready to touch 70,000. So for a Jeep, that's low miles. But then it seems like, the universe has a way of saying, here, talk to this guy. So if you're following my channel, recently I did a video with the Liberty versus the Commander. I told you how my buddy's Commander, he was going to let me do a video on it, but he wasn't there at the time, so I just did a little walk around, compared the specs, the dynamics of it. Well, guess what? It turned out that wasn't my buddy's Commander. It was I didn't know whose Commander it was. So today, this is at my work, I saw somebody in the Commander. So I raced over to see who was driving it. I told him what happened. I told him, hey, hope you don't mind. I thought this was somebody else's Commander, my friends. I did a video on it. He got mad, punched me in the eye. No, he was cool. I was talking about his Commander. I should have got a video, but it's raining out right now, and I didn't want to catch him off guard. He doesn't really know me that well. He's brand new. But he was telling me about his Commander. He loves it. He said he's had it for a long time. It's a 2007 Commander. Got the same motor as this, 3.7 liter. It's got probably the same transmission, and he loves it. He said he's had this thing for a long time and never had a problem with it. Changes the oil himself. He says he tunes it up, but how do you tune up a car nowadays? Change oils, change spark plugs. So he loves it. He says it runs perfect. Doesn't leak oil. Doesn't anything. It runs great, like new. And the car was running. It did. It was idling smooth as glass. Actually, I think it's smoother than mine because I have a little ticking in the back. I think something to do with my exhaust manifold or something. I don't know. But it was smooth. And he said, you know how many miles on my car? I said, I don't know, 180? He had 409,000 miles on it. 409,000 miles on his Commander with 3.7 liter V6. He says it's a great motor. He loves it. He said it used to be a taxi driver. He used to use it, or I don't know if he used it as a taxi. I think he did. I think it was one of the taxi vehicles at the airport near my house. And I guess he retired the vehicle and he got it somehow. Or maybe he bought it for the company. I don't really know. But he said he used it as a taxi, drove it all day, drove it hard, drove it fast, back and forth. Got 400,000 miles on it, still runs perfect. Changing the oil. Same engine, same transmission. He says his goal, he really wants to see, because he loves it, he wants to see if he can get 1 million miles out of it. Hey, the way he was running, he might get it. I think, I should ask him what kind of oil. He's probably using full synthetic. Very interesting. Well, anyways, that was interesting. How the universe gave me the answer, gave me the feel-good feeling about my Liberty now. That if you take care of it, apparently, it will run a long time. The universe. I was thinking about the universe as totally off subject, but it's okay. It's New Year's. Happy New Year's. I can't believe it, 2021. But anyways, so I was thinking about the universe. And I was thinking, I saw these stories about Elon Musk. Or was it him? We were talking about the moon. Yeah, it was about the moon. They're talking about going back to the moon. And they got this one in 3 years or something. They're going to do a flyby around the moon. And they're going to send a little rover or something on the moon. I was like, dude, we've done this. We did this thing like 50 years ago. Shouldn't you just like, all right, we've been here. You got the notes. You got the capsule in the Smithsonian. I saw it myself. Just take it off the Smithsonian wall, throw it back on a rocket, and go back to the moon. What's up? What's the whole humbug about it? Why all this preparations, all this? It's like they're doing it for the first time. Maybe they never went. Anyways, I'm glad they're going to the moon again, but it seemed like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. It seems like to me, they've done it before. They got us new high-tech gizmos and gadgets. They should be able to just throw up a rocket together real quick and head back over. And then I would think they should be able to do that within a year. Why not? And then going to Mars. It's good. Go to Mars. It's great. I'm not all that excited about Mars either. Mars is so 2020. It's 2021 now. Forget Mars. Yeah, so they could drop somebody off on the way to real cool stuff. To me, what got really exciting, I would think, is Jupiter and Saturn. They're way more interesting. They got a moon or a moon in Jupiter. Not Jupiter. Yeah. Jupiter. There's a moon around Jupiter. There's a lot of moons, but there's one particular one. It's called something. And they say there's a strong possibility of life on this particular moon because it's all ice and there's water underneath the ice. Utopia? No. I don't know what it is. But there's another one on Saturn. There's a moon on Saturn that's similar to the moon on Jupiter. And just think, between you and me, come on, seriously. If you go if you were like, say you're a spaceman, you're an astronaut, and you fly to Mars, and you land on Mars, you walk around, if you do, it's fine. It's fine. But it's like going to a desert somewhere where it's really cold. But if you were to go, think about this mission. Go to that moon on Jupiter, outside Jupiter. And now you're on a moon on Jupiter that's solid ice. That could potentially be life under you. Not only that, but just imagine the view. I would do it, forget the life, just for the Kodak moment. Just to stand on that moon and look at Jupiter right there in front of you with all those colors and swirling. That thing, you know how the Earth rotates every 24 hours? That rotates every, I forgot, it was 10 or 11 hours. That thing is massive. It's way 1,000 times bigger than Earth or something. And it's rotating faster, so fast. Could you imagine that being on that moon and watching, or not even have to be on the moon, just be, I would like to go on that moon, just check out the ice and see if there's any fish down there. But to go and just to watch that Jupiter spin around in 11 hours, that would blow your mind. That would be worth a trip. Of course, it takes 6 years, but who cares? It's worth it. I'd rather go to Jupiter any day than Mars. Mars sucks. It's dead and boring. Go to the desert, same experience. Jeez. Saturn, same thing. Saturn is equally as interesting as Jupiter. I would say Jupiter more, but Saturn, I don't even know what Saturn looks like really. I know it has rings, but that would be cool too. Could you imagine you're on a moon and your rings are right there? And dude, that's the ticket. That's where you want to go. That's exciting. They better do that before I'm dead. I'll be pissed off. They waste all their time going to boring Mars when they be going to Jupiter. Because I wanted them to go and I want to put on my virtual reality glasses. It would be like I was there. In real life. That would be so cool. I could live through somebody else's experience. Because by the time they do that, they would really nail down that virtual reality experience feeling. I could be safe at home. You know, they could put a robot on the Mars, on the planet, and then they can like check it out, and we can experience it with our fake glasses. Check out Jupiter spinning around. It would be legit. It would be Wi-Fi or no CGI. It'd be real. Do it. Do it, NASA. Do it now. Do it, Tesla or Elon. Do it. Go to Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn. Forget Mars. Bypass it. Screw them. Let the Russians do it. Let China do it. Just go to Jupiter. Do that one planet. What do you think? What do you think? Would that be worth it? That's better, right? Do it now. I'm getting older here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like, subscribe. The world. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.